thank you for joining me today for our live circuit. Today we're going to be doing a first circuit of cardio, and then we'll be followed by a circuit of chest, back and shoulders. So what we'll do is we're going to get started first of all with the cardio. We're going to work for 45 seconds each exercise, and then once we've completed the three, we'll then have a minute rest. So what we're going to do is we're going to twist and reach start off with. So if you want to start in the chair, we're going to twist and reach sideways. Or if you are standing, the more movement you put into the exercise, the better. Trying to loosen up our back, because that's one of the things we'll be working today. Excellent, now onto our feet, so we're going to run forward and back. And if you are doing it seated, you can just go forward and back with your feet in the chair. If you're standing. We're creating a little box with our feet. Or the same, but seated. Excellent, you're doing well. 10 seconds left. We're now on to uppercuts, so we're going to punch up. Add a little bend to your knees if you want to add a little bit more movement. Or if you're in the chair, just going to punch up. You can go at your own pace. You can slow the punches down, or you can speed them up depending on how you're feeling today. Excellent, you're doing well. Keep going, 10 seconds. Excellent, have a rest. We've now got to give you a 45-second rest, we don't need a minute rest. And so what we've done then was we've done twist and reach. This is mobilising our spine and getting a bit of movement. And then we went on to the steps. This is just to warm up the lower body, raise the heart rate, and then we went on to uppercuts. This again is to help loosen up your back, but also your chest. So we're really targeting the areas which we're going to be working later with the muscles, and dumbbells in our cardio to start with. Right, 5 seconds left for your rest. And we're off again. So we're going to twist and reach. Both seated. Or you got standing. Excellent, first 5 seconds done. Excellent, we're now back onto our feet. So either standing up, or this is the sitting down version. I'm going to stand up. This is a warm-up used within a badminton setting. You're doing well, 10 seconds. Come on, we're now on to uppercuts. Or if you're doing the seated version, if you want to go between the two, you can. You don't have to stick to one and feel you have to do that for the whole session. Do what feels right for you. Last 5 seconds. Excellent, well done. We've got a 45-second rest. Grab a drink if you'd like one. Excellent, you're doing well. That's the first 2 cardio circuits done. We've got 1 remaining. I see we have some new people joining us today, as well as some people who have done every session so far, which is good. You've got 10 seconds left of your rest. Make sure if you had a drink. And we're going to prep ready, so decide whether you're going to do this last circuit sitting or standing. And we are off again with twist and reach. Twenty seconds left. Excellent, we're now back onto our feet, so forward and back. And if you are doing the sitting version or standing, it can be a simple step forward and back. You don't have to hop it or run it, whichever term you'd like to use, but the faster you do, the more we're going to be working. "15 seconds left, you're doing well. We've got the seated version. Excellent, now on to uppercuts. Or you can stand, add a little bend in your knees if you would like to. Doing well, 15 seconds left. And that's the cardio done for today. Excellent, well done. That's cardio done. Grab yourself a drink. Right, so what we have still got some time for your rest left. What we are going to be using is the dumbbells. If you haven't got dumbbells at home, you can use cans from your kitchen, bottles of drink, anything with some weight to it, books. It's up to you really. If you haven't got anything, then you can just do it with your body weight. So we'll be working our chest first. We'll be doing a seated chest press and then a chest fly, and then we'll finish off the circuit with some work on our shoulders. So we'll be targeting the top 3 areas. So if we are ready, what we're going to do is we're going to sit down on a chest press forward and back. Try and keep our arms at a right angle so it's in line with our shoulders. If you do have a resistance band rather than a dumbbell, You can do it with your knuckles facing forward, and I'm going to pull in to our chest. So you can do the dumbbells. If you find it uncomfortable using the chair, because it does put a little bit more strain on your shoulders, you can lay on the floor and do the exercise. What we're going to go on to now is the flies. It's going to come out and we're just going to fly and back. You can keep a bend in your elbow. You don't need to have your elbow straight because we're working your chest rather than your shoulder. Or if you're using the band, we're just going to pull out. So rather than pulling out and then drawing in, we're doing the motion together to recreate the fly. Last few seconds, you're doing really well. What we're doing now is shoulder shrugs. So if you are using the band, what you can do is we're just going to shrug our shoulders up with the added weight from the band. Or if you're using dumbbells, we're just going to shrug. You might find it easier to stand up, so you don't have the chair getting in the way of the dumbbells. Excellent, you're doing well. So we'll try and keep our arms straight. We don't want to bend into the elbow. We want to shrug our shoulders. Then we're going to be working our trapezius muscle. So again, you can use the band, standing as well. Last few seconds, then we get a rest. Excellent, grab a drink if you'd like one. You should be feeling it across your chest and then in your traps down here. If you find that the weight is too easy or too hard, you want to change it accordingly, or just rest in between the exercise. You don't have to do continuous reps for the whole 45 seconds. Excellent, right, and we are back sitting down, and we're going to go back to chest press. So if you want to, you can add a little lean back, and we're going to push forward. Or if you've got the resistance band, we're going to pull out first and then draw into our chest. This is what differentiates the chest press of the band to the chest fly. So pull out first and then in. Back to the dumbbells. Excellent, we're now onto the flies. So bring up, so bring them out. Really squeeze your shoulder blades in behind you. Or if you're using the resistance band, we're going to do the same. Doing my last few seconds. And we're going to go back on to the shoulder shrugs. So we'll shrug up and down. So we've got the dumbbells, or if you'd like to use the resistance band, make sure both feet are under the band. And we'll shrug up and down. Ensure when you do this you're keeping your back nice and straight. Got 15 seconds left. Doing well. We can use the band standing up. Last few seconds. and rest. Well done. So that was our second chest circuit completed. We've got one more to go before we move on to back. Grab yourself a drink if you want one. If you haven't got one, quickly run and get one. I hope we're all feeling good. And I hope you're not all just sitting on your sofa watching me do the workout. I hope you are joining in as well. We've got 5 seconds left of our rest. So we want to get back into position so we're ready. We don't want to miss any seconds of work. And we're going to pick the dumbbells up or the resistance band and off we go. Chest press forward and back. Excellent. A reminder, if you are doing it with the resistance band, you can. We're just pulling out first and then going in, throwing back. Five seconds left. Excellent. Now onto the fly. So we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together. With using the dumbbells. Want to add a little lean back? You can. 10 seconds left. Excellent. We'll go on to the shrugs. So shrug up and down, last exercise in this circuit. Then you'll be 2/3 of the way done already. If we're using the band, just shrug up. Or you can do it seated. Last few seconds. Excellent, well done. Grab yourself a drink. The next circuit we'll be doing will be working our back. You're doing excellent, keep it up. Excellent, we've got 10 seconds left of the rest. The first exercise we want to do is a bent over row, which you'll just want one arm doing it at a time. We're going to swap through this after the first set. We're going to do one side, the second set we're going to do the last side, and then the third set we're going to stop halfway through. So what we want to do is just grab one dumbbell or the band, depending on which way you'd like to do it. What we're going to do is put one hand on, we're just going to row up and down. If you're using the band, you can do the exact same motion. Or if you are sitting to do this exercise, do the same, just support yourself on your knees. We're just going to make sure that your elbow rows up behind you. Five seconds left. And remember which side you're doing now, because we want to do the other side next time. What we're now going to do is the reverse fly. So we're going to bend over and we're going to do the fly backwards. So you're really squeezing your shoulder blades in. You can do this seated, and you can do this with the resistance band. We're just going to fly backwards. It is harder with a resistance band because you want to get the range of movement. Last few seconds. And what we're going to go on to now is the Arnold press. So take the dumbbells out and we're going to push up and then bring back to the start. Excellent. If you are doing this with the band, you'll want to do one side at a time. You want to start across the body, out, and push up and down in. 10 seconds left. Excellent. Grab yourself a drink. And remember, the next circuit we'll be using the other arm. So I'll go this side so you can still see the arm which is working. I hope you're enjoying the back session so far. If you find that the weight is too heavy or too light, remember you can adjust it or increase the time that you do the exercise for, or rest during the 45 minutes. Right, so we're going to get in position again. So we're back to single bent over row. So we're going to row upwards. Or if you're using the band. Hope you remember to change sides. You have seated. Arm across your knees. And we're just going to bring our elbow behind us. Squeezing your shoulder blade together. Excellent, we're now on to reverse flies. So if you do struggle with using the resistance band doing a reverse fly, you can do one side at a time. I'm just going to bring it out side by side, but if you do that, we want to swap sides after 20 seconds. Or if you are doing dumbbells, you can do seated or standing. Excellent, you're doing really well. 5 seconds left. Then we're going to go on to our Arnold press. So what we'll do is we'll sit back up and we're back to our Arnold press. You will find doing dumbbells for timed rather than reps, you may need to drop down the weights that you are using. And remember, if you are doing it with a band, we needed to change sides. Excellent, and rest. This is your final rest. We've got one more circuit to do next. So grab yourself a drink, have deep breaths. Right, this time, as it is the third and final time, we don't want one side to be stronger than the other. So what we are going to do is we're going to change sides after 20 seconds. So it'll give us those extra 5 seconds just to do the transition. If you're wondering why I've done 20 seconds, because they don't add up to 45. Right, choose your original side first, and off we go. Excellent, we're going to change sides. Excellent, now onto the reverse fly. So remember, if you are doing with the resistance band, you're doing one side at a time. You will want to change after 20 seconds. I'll let you know when that is. So again, we can do seated. So it's been your 20 seconds. So if you are changing sides, change sides now. So that's if you are using the resistance band. You're just going to fly out on your second side. Excellent, you're doing well. What we're now going to go on to, final time, is Arnold press. Again, if you are using the resistance band, I'll let you know when 20 seconds is up. Excellent, so you want to change sides. Ten seconds. Excellent, one last one. Well done. And that is your half an hour circuit with me completed. Thank you for joining me again. And if you'd like to leave comments in this video, then I can plan what we do next week. Thank you for joining me.